Loading! 427, back in business.
Stanley knew the office layout like the back of his hand. It was only a matter of time before he found the others, wherever they were. Just a matter of time.
Ja. Andere Audiospur. Okay. Rechts-Links-Entscheidung.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors,
Nee.
this was not the correct way to the meeting
Nein,
room,
ich hab doch
and
schon alle
Stanley
durch.
knew it perfectly well.
Ja, ich hab doch schon
Perhaps
alle
he wanted to
Möglichkeiten
stop by the
durch. Shit.
employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Natürlich. Ja, ich hatte vergessen, dass wir tatsächlich schon alles durch
Standing
hatten.
now in this incredible room, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Tatsächlich mache ich das.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Das mache ich wirklich, ja. Hier geht's mal wieder nicht lang. Ich laufe hier immer falsch rum. Genau. Und dann sind wir wieder hier und dann ist da wieder nichts los. Genau, deshalb laufen wir gleich
Feeling
weiter.
a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Weil wir keine Wahl mehr haben. Übrigens. Doch, wir können noch die andere Tür nehmen, aber ansonsten. Aha. Also, der Geschmack vom Chef trifft schon mal nicht meinen. Also, ich finde das ja nicht so schick, aber okay. Meinem Boss wird es hoffentlich gefallen, denn er hat ja deutlich mehr investiert wie in den Rest der Räume. Also wird er sich das schon passend eingerichtet haben. Alter, was? Ist klar.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number.
2845.
But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Das Geile ist ja noch, dass ich hier gerade voll wenig sehe, weil die Sonne reinscheint. Das heißt, ich weiß noch nicht mal, wo ich die Nummer hier einzugeben
Stanley
habe.
just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
Doch. Ach, Mann!
2845.
Ist mir klar. Achso, muss ich einfach hier so? Nee. Mann! Ich sehe hier doch nichts.
Forgot, but it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself. And Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
Ja, weil ich da gar nichts... Na, scheiß drauf. Aha. Ach, kommen wir jetzt wieder zu dieser Bildschirmwand? Und ab dafür. Wahrscheinlich kommen wir jetzt wieder zu dieser Bildschirmwand. Vermutlich war das erste, was wir gesehen haben, tatsächlich das letzte. Loading? Jetzt?
Descending deeper into the building,
So.
Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Boah, jetzt sehe ich hier fast nichts mehr. Wahrscheinlich kommen wir...
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Or Escape. Ach was? Mind Control. Da müssen wir rein. Und jetzt sehen wir die Bildschirme von unten. Also die kommen hier gleich, oder wie, oder was? Ich weiß es nicht. Ich drück da mal.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to
Da
himself.
oben waren wir vorhin.
Did he have the strength to find out?
Geil. Ach, was. So, Kameras. Genau, hier können wir gar nichts machen. Hier werden nur Nummern notiert von irgendwelchen Leuten, die das ja alles ganz toll überwachen. Wir schalten mal die Bildschirme
Now the
ein.
monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Was steht da? Alter, wie cool. Das sieht schon hammergeil aus. Whoop. Nice. Na, das ist schon ziemlich cool gemacht. Aber ich frage mich halt, ob es einen ganz anderen Spielverlauf gibt, wenn man ganz neu anfängt. Achso, die. Warte mal. 247 haben wir, gell? 247. Und da unten. Da gibt es bei uns nur einen Aktenschrank. Sehe ich das richtig? Das, wo ich jetzt hier in der Mitte bin, müsste unser sein, ne? 247 sind wir doch.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Genau. Das könnte sein.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his
Aber so ein
entire
Raum ist
life
extrem
utterly
cool.
blind to the world?
Also wenn ich Chef wäre und viel Geld hätte? Nein. Aber so ein Raum ist schon ziemlich cool.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Okay. Und wie? Wenn ich jetzt da reingehe, was würde dann passieren? Wenn ich hier hochgehe? Jetzt bin ich mal gespannt. Ach was. Ich muss die einzelnen hier ausschalten, hm? Hä? Was hat das jetzt gebracht? Vielleicht stellen wir hier nochmal hin. Hä? What? Da passiert nichts. Nehmen wir mal den dumpfen Ton, der sagt bestimmt deaktiviert. Okay. Ich muss wahrscheinlich bei 1 anfangen. Das könnte Sinn machen. Und zwar einmal. Zweimal. Das sieht sehr erfolgreich aus, was ich da gerade mache. 3, 3, 3. Da oben war 4. 3. Dann gehen wir 4 nochmal kurz hoch und dann gehen wir zu 5. Allerdings weiß ich nicht, ob das irgendwas bringt. Viertens. Da hinten ist 5. Komm. Auf geht's zu Nummer 5. Facility Power. Jetzt bin ich mal gespannt. Da passiert schon mal nichts. Hey. Mind Controls. Idle. Awaiting Input. Krass. System...
When at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place.
Ja. Loading. Oder Credits.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
Nein, sind zwei der Sprecher weg. Loading.
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine. Unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp?
Warum baut sich vor uns der Weg so komisch auf?
But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know.
Das ist doch eine Simulation da vorne.
Perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Da ist doch keine Tür und so sieht's doch da draußen nicht aus.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Echt? Echt? Das ist eine Simulation, komm, verarsch mich nicht.